The Nigerian equities market closed bullish during the week as the all-share index appreciated by 0.79% in the week ended 23rd December 2022. This is following the 0.98% growth recorded in the penultimate week. This is according to the information contained in the weekly stock market report released by the Nigerian Exchange Group. The benchmark index CSI appreciated by 0.79% from 49,316.29 points recorded as of the end of last week to close the week at 49,706.09 index points, while the market capitalization followed suit to close at 27.074 trillion naira. This brings the month-to-date performance of the Nigerian stock market to a negative 4.29% and a year-to-date gain of 16.36%. Well, joining us to make sense of this is Ambrose Amodio, the Chief Research Officer at Investigator Consulting Limited. He's right here with me in the studio. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me again.
All right. So very quickly, I think I'd like us to do a review of the performance of the Nigerian market so far.
Actually, if you look at the market performance, I would say we have a bullish run that is still ongoing. That is the last 2 or 3 trades of the year. Market started the first quarter on a bullish note, on expectation of corporate action for 2021 financial year, which was sustained the second quarter. But in the third quarter of the year, we saw that market was already bleeding for almost a straight 5 months or so. Market on the downtrend as a result of what market reacting to new policy environment. We saw kind of increased interest rate as a result of CBN in Nigeria joining the global central banks of the world to fight against inflation. Yeah. That always shake the market. But the good thing is that if you look at the market performance for that period, the volume that brought the market was very, very low. That was why I was not panicking when people were panicking, because market saw a huge volume that take it up. But when it was coming down, the volume was that most of the PFAs were not selling most of their position, they were not buying. Because they are not buying, there was no kind of liquidity in the market to support market uptrend. Now, the people were also panic that, oh, these people are not buying, they are moving their funds to fixed income market. That brought the fear in the market. But one also saw that when at the last MPC meeting that they hike rate, market would not even give sign there was a rate hike, because they saw that market had come to a level that companies and data become very cheap for investors, and see that there is value at that point. And also we are already at the close of the year. That was seasonality is very, very important when we are investing or we are trading. We know that this is the last quarter of the year. Most of them we know that in any year, in any economy, there's a cycle, also there's a cycle in the market. Now we're entering the seasonality period. We expect that because of what end of the year seasonality and also earnings ahead, for that, data coming back to the market. We saw the recovery from the month of November running to date now to speak. This morning, market has opened in the green. Tells that it's like that for the last 2 trading days. So this already they have touched down Friday for the market. But don't forget that also investors have entered the month of November. Yeah. They also feel a trader like me would like to take profit at this period, expecting that this is not a time for them to take into another new position. But for the investors, they are afterward dividend. Seeing that they are still valuing the market, they might also let's buy into those dividend-paying companies at this point. For me, the market has been so impressive with performance, despite we are seeing that matured economy across the globe are in red position. But Nigeria is also leading in a green position. As you said, almost like 17% off year to date. After market have touched about 24%, come back to this level. Going back to that level again, tell that our market is strong. And also, let's forget that elections around the corner. Okay. And when we see that there's what we call post-election rally, it will come if the election goes successfully. And that is our prayer as Nigerians, that we don't have another country to run to. We want this election to come smoothly, because we have seen it for the past 25 years. We need to successfully go into another government. For me, I believe that this also will come like that. And for that, when it is successful, we expect to still call post-election rally. If it happens, those that took position earlier also be smiling to bank.
All right. So what's your advice to investors now with that post-election rally in view? What do you advise investors to do now?
Yeah, the good thing that
positions.
Yeah, for me, what we call like a coincidence, or saying that is the period of election, that is the period of any season. You see, if you are afraid of elections, you will miss out dividend that will come from companies. That means for me, this is not for them to buy, for that investing for dividend. For traders that have entered earlier,
that will be on the back of the thought or the impression or the hope that it will be a free, fair, credible election and there won't be issues.
Fine, I will agree, but I know that we have come to a level as a nation that we don't want our democracy to be truncated at this level.
Yes.
And after we have successfully managed that democracy for almost 25 years, for me, anybody is thinking that, but I believe that we maintain that, that posture of successful election, and the highest, we have to know how to manage it. We are mature enough to manage ourselves. I believe that. But for investors that say we are afraid of election, we also be afraid of losing money. Because for me, I believe that any season is where they were worried for investing in the company for end of the year, for financial year ended 2022, December 31st. And that period we're expecting to be like, for me, what you do, like I said, that if you are too fearful in this level now, you can put 60% of your capital in the market and hold 40% for yourself. But for me, I want to put up 100% because I know that election will come and go. I'll make it's not that for us to panic, but I believe that we are prepared for it. Security is improving gradually, and the INEC are telling us that they are ready. For me, there's no need of panicking. All
right, let's have your table and let's see what's happening.
But actually, if you look at the chart, I say I want to dwell on this chart, but I don't know that the time is there. If you look at the chart, the market shows that on a daily chart, weekly chart, quarterly, monthly and quarterly, yearly, the market is in green, looking up. It tells you that there's something good for our market. Now, if you look at this chart now, you can see that from here, you see this is where the market was struggling in the month of early November, around October, when market was reacting negatively to earnings season. People were saying, no, earnings were strong, but because there were fear of rate hike, people were selling. But still, market get a level, it stabilized. We now saw the uptrend. You can see what we call a bullish channel. You see these two lines going up, the market is still trending. We saw on Friday the market gained about 0.47 for that day. You can see the chart. On the daily chart, markets are booking out a downtrend. This line from here to here tells that this is a downtrend line, but now market is above it. And also, the good thing is that if market is trading above 200 moving average on a daily chart, weekly chart, and a monthly chart, it tells that the market is very, very strong and front in the market. Come down here and look at volume. I said it earlier when I was saying that volume, where market was going up earlier in the first half of the year, we saw that volume was up. You can see the volume here, but when it was coming down, we saw that there was no volume in the market. It was down. But now the market is coming up. You can see that it's coming up with a good volume, little by little.
What's the implication of that?
Yes, that means people are taking position. That's why I'm saying volume coming up together. But globally, we're seeing that there's a low volume in the market. In US, in London, in Asia market, it tells you that because of inflation, people are being careful. That's why we're seeing relatively low volume across the global market. That's also what we're seeing here. But initially, at the beginning, when there was no war between Ukraine and Russia, at January, February, the market volume was high. You can see it here. It continued before it started trending. Now, for me, there's no cause for alarm. But let's quickly look at the weekly chart before I conclude. Weekly chart, you can see it here that market is also maintaining a good uptrend. We see that it's above the yellow line, which is the 200 moving average. You can see your volume here also coming up gradually. I believe that the moving average, the money flow index, which is very, very important, it's also looking up. You see your relative trend index looking up. The market is very, very strong at this point. Final one, let's look at the monthly chart before we can call it a day. Now, let's see so that you know exactly what you should do with the market. On the monthly chart, you can see that for straight 5 months, you can see the black pattern, but you can see the last 2 months now. The month of November and December, no market has recovered all the loss in the month of October, all the loss in the month of September. Tell that this is a good market. That means at the end of the year, if market can go back to 54,000, that is the market is up another 15 years high, and that will expect that during the unaudited account period, which start in January, if market hit that 54,000 again, I say kudos to our market. That means everybody that say he had made loss in the last 5 months between May and October, that recover all is lost on the good note. For me, let's say don't panic. Just invest with wisdom and with knowledge. That's why you need to educate yourself. The coming master class will be on Monday.
It's all right. It's okay. You don't have to say that. So very quickly now, what are the expectations for today? For today,
we expect the market to close in a mixed trend, but it's good that market started on a positive note, green, which I see if high cap stocks also inch up, we might see market in a green light at the end of the day. But profit taking is also necessary or also inevitable at this point. Why I say so, because I've made money, would like to say, you can't tell me because I've made money, market is going up. If I hit my target as a trader investor, I said, and if I said they do the market down, I'm not surprised, but I believe that.
Oh, wow, he doesn't even bother.
No, because it's important for me to buy low, get that off. So that is it's a thing that is a thing of God.
I like to be like you when I grow up.
You are welcome to the trading club. But for me, the market is still very, very strong. There's no cause for alarm.
All right, thank you for sharing sharing your thoughts
Yeah,
with us.
thanks for having me.
All right. Well, we'll take a break now. When we come back, we have more for you. Stay with us.